Hi, Facebook world. This is Cabrera coming to you live and in color from Manassas, Virginia. Hope you're all doing well today. Just was thinking about you ever wonder why you do certain things? Sometimes we do things that are self-destructive and maybe even destroy other people. And I don't mean destroy like, kill or anything, but that hurt you and maybe hurt other people. You ever wonder about that? You ever wonder about sometimes you know that you're going to get into a situation and you know that this situation is not going to end up the way you want it to end up. You rationalize it already, but someone talks you into doing it anyway, even though you know the result's going to be negative, and you do it anyway because you're talked into it. You ever wonder why you do those things? I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. But first, before that, I want to tell you about the story of the scorpion and the frog. I don't know if you've heard this. You've heard it different ways. The different people tell it in many different ways. I just wanted to tell you about it real quick. Okay, scorpion and the frog. Scorpion wants to cross the lake, but of course he can't swim. So there's a frog there. So he talks to the frog. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? He asked the frog, hey, frog, would you take me across the lake? The frog, knowing the scorpions sting frogs, he said, no, come on. I take you and you're going to sting me and you're going to kill me. Why should I take you? I don't want to take you over there. And the scorpion says, hey, think about it for a second. Come on, if I sting you, then you die and I die. Come on, think about it. Don't be so dense. And so the frog says, I really don't think that that's a good idea. The scorpion continues to talk to him and talks him into it. Finally talks him into it. So the frog says, okay, get on my back. And he starts swimming across the lake. He gets about midway on the lake. And all of a sudden, the scorpion goes ding and he stings him. And the frog is like dumbfounded, trying to figure out, hey, Ed, how you doing? Trying to figure out, why would you do this? He looks up at the scorpion and says, why would you do this? The scorpion replies, because I'm a scorpion. And that's what scorpions do. Scorpions sting frogs. They both go down and they both die. So what's the moral of the story? That people do certain things that are self-destructive and that will destroy other people. Why? Because of their identity, because he identified himself as a scorpion and scorpions sting. That was his identity. And that's all he did. That's all he thought about. And that's how people function. You identify yourself. You identify yourself sometimes as a person who smokes, or you identify yourself as a person who drinks or takes drugs. This is your identity. If you had the identity that this is not the kind of person that you are, then you wouldn't do that kind of stuff. How you doing, Greg? Thanks for joining me. And William, AD. So there's the other aspect. Everybody talks about the scorpion, but what about the frog? What's the psychology behind the frog? The frog knew that if he took the scorpion over, that he was going to get stung. And that was his first instinct. He said, no, I'm not going to take you because I know scorpions sting frogs. You're going to kill me. But the scorpion convinced him. The frog let himself be taken and let himself be convinced that the scorpion would change. But the frog knew from the very beginning, this is not a good idea. But the frog wanted to be a nice guy. He wanted to help the scorpion, so he said, okay, I'll take you over. Knowing and taking a chance that the scorpion would flip on him and kill him. And some of us do that too. Sometimes we help or we do things for people we know from the very beginning are not good for us, but we help them anyway, knowing that our initial instinct was to reject the idea. Go with your initial instinct. A lot of times we rationalize our initial sense. This is not a thought, this is a sense. You sense it. If you sense something is wrong, it is wrong. As soon as you go into rationalizing it, then you now get away from the sense, the essence of the energy that's around you. And then you lose sight of what it was what was the problem. And the problem was that, again, initially you felt that it was wrong, you know. So that's the psychology on both ends. The psychology is that the the scorpion identifies himself as a stinger, as a killer, and the frog identified himself as a good person, and he wanted to help, regardless of whether he thought that, you know, the end result was going to be his own death, you know. So who do you identify yourself with, the scorpion or the frog? And also, it's all about your identity. You know, as soon as you say, I am this, that's what you are. And that's what you've got to evaluate all the time. What are you? Are you a person who drinks? I'm a person who doesn't drink. Not, you know, you don't ask, or what kind of alcohol do you have? You know, you either drink or you don't drink. It's period. Or you either smoke or you don't smoke. You don't ask, hey, what kind of cigarettes do you have? You know, I'll smoke some, I don't smoke the others. You know, so and what kind of person are you? How do you identify yourself? Your identity is the essence of the person that you are. And that's what this conversation is about. You know, if you want to change something, change your identity, change how you feel about that. You know, if your identity is to work from 9 to 5 every day, then you work from 9 to 5 every day. But as soon as you switch the identity and you start saying, I'm an entrepreneur, I work for myself, and I'm gonna learn how to be an entrepreneur and work for myself. You have to change your identity, which means you have to change certain actions about yourself. You know, hey Emmanuel, how you doing? Hi, how's it going? All right. So that was just a quick, you know, a little quick intro to identity and about who do you identify, scorpion or the frog. So this is Cabrera signing off here at Manassas, Virginia. You have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you see me. Put a little note on the thing there, you know, make a little comment, say hello, do whatever. Say something, do something. All right, great. Thanks a lot. Bye.